Hello and good day to you all. We have some fantastic episodes lined up today. First, Gremlins cause confusion and delay for Gordon. Then there's even more confusion and delay with George. And then we get to see which station is crowned best dressed station. Next, Percy is being put upon, whatever that means. And then there's even more confusion and delay as Toby is caught up in a big flood. By George, there's a lot of confusion and delay and action in today's episodes.
I saw what you did there, very clever.
What?
You know, by George.
Yeah, what about it?
That's the name of one of today's episodes.
Is it?
Yeah, I thought you said by George as a joke.
Why would I say it as a joke?
Because it's one of oh, forget it, never mind. Right, so, after that little escapade, we'll move straight on to episode 1. Do you know,
Groovy.
can you remember what episode 1 was?
No.
It's Gordon and the Gremlin. Gordon and the Gremlin.
Great.
Who is the first to speak? Obviously that doesn't include the narrator.
Oh, right, okay.
A. Gordon, B. Gordon's driver, C. the firelighter, or D. Percy?
I do believe it is the firelighter.
Do you reckon?
He says there's gremlins in Gordon's firebox.
Do you think there was?
No.
Oh. But you're correct.
It would be funny if there was, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Little green Irish men. No, that's leprechauns.
Yes. So
I always get them confused.
easier.
They're both fiction.
Yeah.
Question 2. Where are the gremlins said to be after they were supposedly in Gordon's firebox? Big word there.
Yes.
A. In the trucks, B. in the turntable, C. in the special coach, or D. in the station?
I'm gonna say they were in the. Gordon says they're in the turntable.
Can gremlins get inside a turntable?
No, I think it was just mechanical failure.
And you're a mechanic, so you should know these things.
Yes, but I don't do work on turntables.
But you should!
I probably should. There's probably more money in it, but
Probably is. I don't know how many turntables there are about, but
I don't think you come across one every day, would you?
depends where you work, I suppose. If you worked in a turntable making factory, chances are you probably would.
There's a very high chance you would.
You'd be able to put money on it.
I can imagine that business is slow for that sort of thing, though.
Yeah, probably. Correct. Question 3. Why is Thomas late to Kirk Ronan? A. He ran out of water. B. His driver had been taken ill. C. There was a points failure. Or D. There was a cow on the line.
I do think he says that there's a cow on the line. He had to wait for the farmer to come and get him.
He did. I didn't know your mother had a role in this episode.
Oh, she obviously does, doesn't she? I didn't know it at all until now.
It must have come as a bit of a shock.
Not really.
No. Question 4. What breed of dog is Gremlin? A. Labrador, B. Poodle, C. Dalmatian, or D. Bulldog?
I'm going to bulldog. I'm going to say Dalmatian.
He was. Was there 101 of him?
No, just the one.
Oh. Oh.
There's 100 out there somewhere.
Yeah, there is. He just needs to find 100. Don't he? A group of 100. Make it complete.
Or 101, so he can be the 102 Dalmatians.
Yeah, I never really went much on that. Never saw 101, but I would assume that if 101 wasn't good, 102 would have been even worse.
Yeah, you're about right there.
But then if I hadn't seen it, how could I know?
I've watched it, and I'll tell you it is worse.
Question 5. Who is the VIP? A. Sir Topham Hatt's mother, B. A princess from the mainland, C. the Duchess of Sodor, or D. Lady Hatt's grandmother?
It is Lady Hatt's mother-in-law.
Ah,
Dowager.
You dodged that, didn't you? And you got it right. It is Sir Topham Hatt's mother.
Dowager.
Hat. Episode 2. This one's called By George. By George.
Ah, now I get the joke.
Yeah, it's about time. By George, so you get it.
See, this is why you should brief me before I read these things.
Well, you did watch the episode.
Yeah, but I didn't get it, did I? Obviously.
Well, it's not my fault if you're thick, is it?
There's been a miscommunication, hasn't there?
Not my fault if you're thick.
Yeah, well, you're thicker. Thick lip if you carry on.
Question 1. What a rubbish according to Skarloey and Rheneas, and you say Genesis and you'll be leaving this room
Genesis.
quicker than you come through it.
Genesis and your haircut.
A. Rocks, B. Rollers, C. Roads, or D. Rivers?
Genesis and your haircut.
Is that your final answer? Because I will count it as a...
No, my final answer is rollers.
It is rollers. I don't know what he's got against rolling pins. I really ain't.
Well, they're quite... Well, they're
Cumbersome.
They're acting as wooden.
Question 2. What does George call Thomas? A. Rust on wheels. B. Tin kettle. C. A silly, stinky, steamy. Or D. A useless blue puffball.
He calls him a useless blue puffball. Well, it's not a puffball, it's a puffball.
It is a useless blue puffball.
Why the sudden change in pitch on this ball?
What, for me or for Michelangelo?
Oh, for both of you.
Oh, wow.
Puff ball. So you've gone up a hill and down the other side. Puff ball.
I don't know if it's quite that dramatic. It's just like it said it's 2 words, like puff ball.
Yeah, but the common thing being it's 1 word.
Yeah, puff ball. You'd say useless puff ball, wouldn't you?
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Question 3. What are Thomas's trucks full of when he crashes? A. Flour. B. Coal. C. Vegetables. Or D. Wood.
What are they not?
No. What are Thomas's trucks full of?
Vegetables.
They are vegetables or vegetables.
No, potatoes, like the shape of your head.
Question 4. What type of animal can be heard after Thomas crashes into the barn? A. Chickens. B. Sheep. C. Cows. Or D. Dogs.
Chickens, I believe.
Chickens. How sure?
About 125%.
You're right to be so sure, because it's correct.
I know.
Question 5. At the end, how long is it before George can start rolling again? A. 1 month. B. A fortnight. C. 6 months. Or D. 1 week.
Should be never again, really, shouldn't it?
Wow, yeah, after all that confusion and delay he caused.
I'll put some C4 under him and blow him to pieces.
It's tempting, I should imagine.
Yeah, it is. He's quite a troublesome character, isn't he? The way that he derailed Thomas, just out of order.
I know. Bloody good crash, though.
It was, admittedly, yeah, it was. But no, he's not allowed to roll again for a week.
He's not. Very lenient.
Yeah, very, very lenient.
I mean, not only did he make Thomas crash, which probably cost quite a load of money, you know, to replace the barn. It's not his barn.
No.
And
to fix Thomas as well, and
to fix the rails, put the rails back to normal. And then he went and destroyed a truck for no good reason whatsoever. A week.
A week.
Terrible.
So Top Hat needs a good kick up the...
He needs to get his priorities sorted.
He needs to get his kick up his ass. A good kick up the bum.
He does.
The rectum.
Yeah, we get the idea.
The sphincter.
Yeah.
Kicking his rear fender.
Rear fender. Yeah, that's what George is. He's a rear fender, and that is not good. So it just shows what the penal system's like.
He's a pain in my rear fender.
Episode 3 now is called Bah. Did you get that? I swear that sounds like the mic giving feedback.
It was, wasn't it?
No, it's me saying the name of the episode.
Oh, right, sorry.
Bah.
Bah.
Bah, yeah.
Bah.
Bah humbug. And what animal makes the noise bah?
Maybe a chicken.
A chicken.
Yeah, if he's been kicked up the...
Yeah. Bah! Yeah, I can imagine that, yeah. Question 1. Which 2 stations are shown right at the start? A. Marin in Lower Tidmouth. B. Wellsworth in Knapford. C. Maithwaite in Farquhar. Or D. Tidmouth and Lower Sudbury.
Maithwaite and for Farquhar.
It was for Farquhar and Maithwaite.
And he actually says for Farquhar, doesn't he?
Yeah, I know. Obviously, Michael there reading exactly as it says.
You thought that someone would have picked up on that, wouldn't
you? I think Britt Allcroft, whoever was directing the voice, would say, "No, Michael, that's Farquhar." Question 2. What are Percy's trucks being loaded with? A. Coal. B. Wood and rocks. C. Flowers and vegetables. Or D. Flags and bunting.
Flowers and vegetables.
It is.
I know.
Not 2 things that often go together, I suppose.
Well, yeah, I suppose they're both quite healthy.
Have you ever ate any flowers?
Healthy.
You ever ate flowers?
Yeah, when I was about 5.
And that time I dared you to eat her.
I think I was violently sick afterwards.
I think I dared you to eat a petal once. I don't know whether you did it. Question 3. What is on Percy's line? A box of flowers. B. A ram. C. A coal truck. Or D. A cow.
A ram.
A ram.
A ram.
Actually, ram was option B.
Yeah, that's fine. B. A B ram.
A B ram.
A bram.
A bram. Yes, it was a bram. Question 4. How many boys wreck the station? A1, B2, C3 or D4?
That'd be 3 little boys with 3 little toys. Each had a rocking horse.
You got the lyrics completely wrong, but it's 2 little boys. And, I don't know.
They had a rocking horse, they still, didn't they?
Yeah, but each had a wooden horse, not a rocking horse.
Oh, right, sorry. My bad.
You're correct.
I was trying to avoid copyright this year.
It was 3 little boys. And I'm sure they did have 3 little toys, but we won't go into that now. Question 5. What does the Fat Controller give the ram as a reward? A pumpkin, B, a cabbage, C, a box of tomatoes, or D, a watermelon?
He gives him a pumpkin.
He does, doesn't he?
And his hat.
Well, not obviously willingly. The wind blows the hat off.
Harold, I believe.
He does,
that
yeah.
troublemaking Harold.
Upper class.
The one that stuck up his own ass.
Yeah, we can say ass without having to censor it, so please get your fill.
Up his ass.
I've got to censor that now. Put upon Percy. Percy's been put upon, put upon, put upon. Percy's been put upon, poor old Percy. Do you like what we did there?
Yeah.
Question 1. How many times does Percy say I am after saying that he's put upon? A1, B2, C3 or D4?
3. He says, put upon. I am.
Correct. Question 2. Which of the following is not something Percy collects? A, metal, B, flour, C, fuel or D, vegetables?
Pokemon cards.
Besides Pokemon cards.
Thomas the Tank Engine trains.
Besides that.
Taken play sets.
Besides that.
Digimon.
Besides Digimon and Pokemon and train sets and taking place that.
Genesis CDs.
No, he does collect them, so.
Does he?
He's a sensible train.
He's as sad as you are. I'm going to say he doesn't take vegetables.
He doesn't, but he has in all the other episodes.
He did, yes.
Yeah.
But obviously he's got a day off from that one now.
Yeah, he's on
all the vegetable run has run out.
Question 3. Which 2 engines do the trucks want instead of Percy? A, Thomas and Duck, B, Donald and Douglas, C, Oliver and Henry, or D, James and Boko?
Thomas and Monty.
So Thomas and Duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Question 4. What doesn't Percy mind being put upon him? A banner, B, water, C, coal dust, or D, a new coat of paint?
Well, I'm going to say the only sensible one there is being a new coat of paint.
You wouldn't mind a banner putting on you if it said well done or something like that.
Yeah, but if it said something like, you arse or something.
Fair enough.
Or dunce.
You've had that banner on a couple of times.
Yeah, you wear it permanently though. It's hard to get it off you.
Question 5. Put the following quotes in the order they are said. There's a canvas barrier by the track. That might save us. All they need is a good shove. On, faster, faster. Can you put them in order, please?
All they need is a good shove.
Yeah, what order's that first? Yeah.
I'm saying in the order. On, faster, faster.
Yeah.
Is next. And then there is a canvas barrier near the track. That might save us.
Do you know what? It's very rare that you get one of these right. These sort of style of questions, isn't it?
Yeah, and?
But you have today.
Oh, really?
I'll go and get the banner with dunce written on it.
Why would you do that if I've got it right?
No, we're going to get the one with congratulations.
Oh, right, that's good. Thank God for that.
Correct.
Do I get to wear it all weekend?
Since the weekend's nearly over, yeah.
Alright, cool.
We move on to episode 5 now, which is a bit of a disaster movie. No, it's not the Twilight series. It's Toby and the Flood.
No.
It's a very dramatic episode, this, isn't it? Very tense for children.
Yeah.
And for you, I mean, you was on the edge of your seat, wasn't you? You
Right.
fell off at one point.
I did, and I scraped all my back on the chair and everything.
No, it was terrible, that was, wasn't it? Question 1 is, how long has it been raining? Not here, I mean in the episode.
Oh, God, yes.
A, hours, B, days, C, weeks, or D, months?
Weeks.
It has. Been snowing here quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is odd for spring.
Not in England.
No, that's true. Should be used to it. Question 2. What does Toby have to inspect? A. The station, B. The dam, C. The causeway, or D. The old iron bridge?
I do believe it is the dam.
There's no need for that language. I asked you a perfectly simple question.
The dam.
If you're going to take that tone, I'm just going to go on strike.
The dam.
Oh, that's it. You've blown it, Calico. Blown it. You try managing this without a presenter. Come on, off you go.
And question number 4 is, what colour is Thomas? A. Blue, B. Blue, C. Green, or D. Blue? Is there any difference between A, B, and D? Yeah, they're all different shades of blue. I'm going to go for B. You've gone for midnight blue. No.
You done?
Yes.
Okay. Can I resolve my strike?
Yeah.
Can I tell my union that you are a changed man?
You didn't even got a union.
Is that how I just made it up?
You can't just make unions up.
Why, everyone else seems to do it.
This is true.
So, what one was it?
Blue.
No. No, what was it? What did he inspect?
The dam. No, it's one of the answers, div.
No, you are offending me. Calling me a div.
Oh, the only way I seem to get through to you.
Well, it was the dam.
Right. Christ.
We can't pass this question. Question 3. Who waits anxiously for Toby by the bridge? A. Harold, B. Duck, C. Thomas, or D. Percy?
That'd be the little green engine, Percival.
Percival. It is. Question 4. What does the sign say to beware of? A. The dam, B. Rising water levels, C. The waterfall, or D. The weak bridge?
I do believe that there should have been a sign on every one of those.
There should have been, shouldn't there? See, if you ran for mayor, those signs would be put in place tomorrow.
We're doing this again.
Yeah, we got to reuse some old jokes. It's only natural. We've come this far.
Yeah, elect me for mayor and I will put signs on every dangerous thing on the island.
So signs on everything, really. All of the engines, all of the locomotives.
It will be health and safety gone mad.
It would.
But at least people will be safe.
People would be warned.
And they would be warned, yes.
Yeah. You step on this train, it's likely to crash. There you go.
Especially on this road.
Yeah, you can't hold the fat controllers responsible. You knew the danger when you stepped onto the train.
Yeah, this is true. But no, there was a warning sign on the for the waterfall.
There was. Question 5. Which road vehicle is not seen at Toby's party? A. Terence, B. Caroline, C. Trevor, or D. Bertie?
I'm going to say Terence.
You're correct.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And Trevor was asleep.
I know, I saw that.
No children there, see. He wasn't interested.
Well, no.
Not interested.
I suppose.
Hmm.
Who blames him? His whole life is children.
Shall we tally up the scores?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Obviously, I'll still go for my perfect series.
Are you?
I am.
Wow, you'll be disappointed to know that this week you scored an abysmal 25 out of 25 again.
Oh my god, I was so happy.
That was the most fakest reaction ever, wasn't it?
I know. I think about it.
Yeah.
But no, I am really, really pleased.
You're really chuffed.
I am. That's 2 25s in a row.
Yes. One more, you get to keep the match ball.
Really?
No?
I'm going to go for it next time.
That's football.
Don't get my hopes up there.
What do you think I was going to buy you a football just in case you won next time?
Yes.
Okay. We can arrange that.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm going to take a picture of it and put it on.
Yeah, on the next quiz.
Yeah.
So Calico. Here you go. Tell us what you thought.
Without you interrupting me.
Well, I don't know about that.
Gordon and the Gremlin. Obviously,
yeah, it was, wasn't it? No, carry on.
Obviously, there's no such thing as Gremlin.
There's not, no.
But but obviously the Dalmatian got renamed Gremlin, which I thought was a nice twist on the story. But no.
Is it fair to rename an animal?
I suppose it is, but obviously you have to go through the whole process of them learning
Training.
their name again, training their name. By George.
By George, he's got it.
By George. Obviously, we're back to the old troublesome roller again.
Steamroller.
Steamroller, yeah.
Because roller has many implications, like a rolling pin, hair roller, curves, and
like the ones you use.
yeah, a bit
Got
like
some
that.
nice pink ones, haven't you?
Yeah.
Steamroller, everything. I think. Why hasn't the Topham Hat come up to the times? You know what I mean? Why hasn't he come up to the times with like using, well, petrol-powered, diesel-powered things instead of steam?
Do they still use steamrollers?
No.
I don't know.
No.
What do they use now then?
Big rollers.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, rolling tarmac.
They're run on petrol.
Much more efficient.
Diesel, actually, I believe they're called.
What did you think of the crashes in that episode, by the way?
Which one?
By George, the one we're doing.
Oh yeah, that's the one where he tarmacs over the tracks and Thomas goes straight off through barn.
That's one of my favourite crashes ever.
Yeah.
I don't mind saying. Yeah, even better than a better view for Gordon, in my opinion.
Yeah. Honestly, you can't beat that one.
Yeah.
I don't think you can beat the better view for Gordon. Not the way he just punches straight through the wall.
Yeah, but that I love the way like the wood shatters as he comes through.
Yeah.
I love that.
You just come back on yourself then, have you?
No, I'm talking about by George, the one where the wood shatters
Right.
in the shed.
Yeah, but I just prefer the other.
It's more violent. I'll give you that, but still, I just like. Well,
Yeah.
What about the one where Gordon hits the truck in by George? Pretty good.
Yeah, I thought but usually if a train hit a truck, you'd usually make it derail, wouldn't they?
Maybe. I think it's a bit farcical how the truck basically jumps up straight up in the air.
Yeah.
He'd just sort of knock it over, I think, if anything.
Well, no, I think it'd just shatter on the spot.
Yeah, it might.
Because he was going pretty quick, wasn't he?
I think he'd sort of just flip it,
Yeah.
over itself,
Yeah, he wouldn't have gone straight up
No.
and then back down.
Much more dramatic like that.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it was better like that,
Yeah.
but still, if you want a sense of realism,
Unrealistic, though, wasn't it?
maybe. Yeah.
And Bat.
What?
Bat.
You what?
I'm not making involuntary noises. I'm just telling you that it's called Bat.
Oh, you make so many involuntary noises. It's hard to tell when you're not.
A good episode, obviously about a ram, which is always hungry.
A what? A battering ram?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a battered ram? Is it? A battered ram.
Battered ram.
Mm.
Yeah.
You ever had that? Good with chips.
That was a good episode, obviously about a ram, which is always hungry, and he captured the 3 boys. We're so sorry.
They gave him to Trevor as a punishment.
We thought it was fun. Put up on Percy. He's a busy little engine, isn't he?
He is, isn't he? Always rushing here and there. Not a second he can spare. Now that summer's in the air, he's busy.
Like a bee, I suppose.
Mm.
But yeah. I think he deserves a wash down a bit more often, though, because he does get a bit grubby, obviously.
He does, doesn't he? So, but what about the accident in that one? The one with the canvas wall?
I don't think that was a good one. I like the way the dust flew out the mine.
Yeah, the explosion.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that's good.
But apart from that, it was just kind of mud falling down, wasn't it?
Well, not mud, it was coal, wasn't it? But,
Well, it looked like coffee to me.
well, maybe it is. Maybe it is.
And the last one, Toby and the Flood.
Do you know, I have an intense dislike for this episode when I was younger.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, I thought it was quite intense.
Yeah.
I suppose it's a lot for your puny little mind to take in, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. I can't handle that much drama in one episode.
Well, no.
No, it's just...
Not a lot of people can.
No, it's because when I was younger, I just seemed to watch that episode over and over again. Without...
Even though you had a tense dislike for it.
Yeah, that's it. But it sort of seemed to be on every video I played, and I don't quite work that out, because it isn't on many.
Yeah.
But it seems
Maybe you just kept putting the same video back in.
I did, because I kept playing my Series 5 video over and over and over again.
Is that your favourite series?
Yeah. And I've just got annoyed with it now, and even now I don't enjoy watching it at all.
No?
No. It's just a summer or nothing episode.
It's good, but obviously, because there's not really much action.
All
it's just
in one
about,
place, yeah.
Yeah, it's all about...
There's this train that stops on a bridge, could blatantly get off before it...
Yeah, there's a lot of plot holes.
Yeah, there is. Bit like our roads.
Yes. They're called potholes.
Same thing.
They're called potholes, yeah.
Still, stop yawning.
Sorry, it's getting late.
It is. Anyway, we hope you've had fun.
Yeah, we do, as always.
Please not read the comments, because that's our job. Please leave a comment for us to read, because we love hearing your comments. Even, tell us what you think of the quiz. You don't have to just write your score, because we do like to read what, your thoughts on different things that come up in the quiz.
Absolutely.
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 Yes. So, should we sign out now?
I think it's only fair to the viewers that we do so.
Yeah, we could just leave this recorded and just leave it on overnight. It's bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye from me and from Calico. It's...
A woof woof.
Yes, very good. Very strange dog that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'd like to have a dog that bark like that.
Yeah, there's my Genesis voice just whenever it barks.
A woof woof.
Oh, God, yeah.
Sounds a bit like the Fat Controller.
Remarkably.
Anyway, ciao.
TTFN.